Okay, so today we are going to be making macaroni pudding. Yeah, this is a classic country Christmas favourite. Put in a bit of salt into some boiling water, and then what we're going to do is we're going to boil and cook the macaroni before we actually bake it into a pudding. So to that, we add 350 grams of macaroni, bring it to a boil, give it a stir, cook it for about 8 to 9 minutes till it's al dente, till it's got a bit of a bite. And once you've done that, then it's pretty well good. You don't want to overcook it, otherwise it'll just end up too mushy in the pudding. So by just giving it a good stir and then just leaving it to boil for that 8 to 9 minutes, you'll be all set and good to go. Give it a test. Oh, there it is. We are right on target and ready to kick into it. Now, you've got to strain it well, and once it's strained, just then make sure you pop the lid on and just let it cool, and that residual steam will just help to hold it together. Now let's move on to the custard pudding. Yeah, this is the fun part, and it's actually really quite simple. Making a custard could not be any easier. So what we're going to need is 4 eggs. Okay, we also need 1 cup of sugar, along with a litre of milk and a bit of vanilla essence or bean paste. This is the ratio that you'll need: 1 egg to 1/4 cup of sugar to 1 cup of milk to a dash of vanilla. That's your ratio for making custard. So if you need to increase or decrease, just use that ratio. You'll be fine. All right, let's put it all together. Let's crack some eggs into a bowl. There's the first one. All right, and then let's do the rest. Yep. Take this moment just to let you know, it's been a real pleasure and honour to be actually able to do this series over Christmas. This has actually brought me back to a lot of these older recipes that I hadn't done in a very long time. And this is actually one of my absolute favourites, doing this macaroni pudding. It's one of those staples. Like you can substitute it for rice if you want. If you've got cooked rice, do the same thing. All right, so we beat these eggs. Just make sure that they are really well incorporated. To that we add the sugar. I know it looks like a lot of sugar, but believe me, for all the ratios at what it's got to sweeten, we're fine and good with that. All right, once that's all blended in, then let's get a little bit of squeeze of this vanilla bean paste, which I absolutely love. Yep, there you go, that's a good squish. And then to that, after we've mixed it in, we then just add the milk. In it goes, all together, and then just give it a stir. Make sure it's all incorporated, and then we are good to go. Now, I normally leave this to sit for a little while just to make sure that everything is combined and that the sugar's dissolved and that the vanilla bean paste has gone through everything. So that's really what I'm aiming to do there. So it's really well mixed, and then I just leave it to sit for about half an hour. All right, now we get the macaroni, which has been cooked, and we put it into a casserole dish. I'm not buttering the casserole dish. And then once I've got it in there, just, spread it evenly over the top. Make sure it's all there. And then after that, we can then go ahead and we get our custard, and we are going to pour that over, and we basically fill it up. So bring all this in right up to the top. You'll actually see that there's more than enough to cover it all. As you can see there, look at that. Woohoo! And the thing is, once it's actually baked, some of that macaroni will push up out of the top. Now we're going to put a little sprinkle of nutmeg over the top of it, because nutmeg in pudding is just the best. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the oven, but I put it on a tray first. And then when I put the tray in the oven, I'm then going to pour some water into that tray, which makes it like a water bath. And we're going to bake it at about 140 to 45 to 150 for about an hour and 15. And when it comes out, it looks like this. Now look at that. It's all baked. It's all done. The custard is firm to the touch. When you look at that, it's just like there's nothing wobbly about it. And then you just serve it up. You can have it either cold or hot, depending on what you do. If you're going to have it hot, I would serve it hot, and then I would just pour some nice thickened cream over the top of it. If you're going to have it cold, I would have it with some whipped cream. There you go.